I want you to picture this scene clearly, because what happened next stunned everyone watching that dusty trail. The wind had gone strangely quiet as the cowboy dismounted, shovel already digging into hard ground. That was when a small voice broke through the silence, shaking, desperate, impossible to ignore. "Don't bury her, she's still warm," the boy cried, grabbing the cowboy's sleeve with trembling hands. Every man there froze, unsure whether grief had finally broken the child's fragile mind. The woman lay motionless on a wooden board, wrapped in a blanket stained by travel and hardship. Most believed hope had already left her body hours ago beneath the unforgiving sun. But something in the boy's eyes forced the cowboy to pause and really look closer. And trust me, what he noticed next changed the fate of everyone standing there. Now let me slow this down, because moments like these deserve careful attention. The cowboy had seen death before, more times than he liked remembering at night. He had buried strangers, friends, and even enemies without hesitation or ceremony. But this time, something felt different, like the land itself was holding its breath. The boy couldn't have been more than 10, his face dusty and streaked with tears. He stood between the shovel and the woman, refusing to move no matter what. People whispered that grief makes children imagine miracles where none remain. Still, the cowboy knelt, placing his hand carefully near the woman's shoulder. What he felt under his fingers made his heart skip in disbelief. There was warmth, faint but unmistakably real beneath the rough blanket layers. Not the cold stillness he expected, but lingering life fighting stubbornly to stay. The cowboy's jaw tightened as he motioned everyone else to step back slowly. Some scoffed, others crossed themselves, afraid of hoping for something impossible. He leaned closer, listening, shutting out the murmurs and the rattling wagons. At first there was nothing but wind and distant crows circling patiently overhead. Then he heard it, so faint it almost felt imagined, a shallow uneven breath. The boy sobbed with relief, collapsing against the cowboy's leg in gratitude. In that moment, the cowboy knew this was no ordinary roadside tragedy. Carefully, he ordered fresh water, shade, and a doctor fetched from town immediately. Time became the enemy now, every second threatening to slip beyond recovery. They lifted the woman gently, as if she were made of fragile glass. The boy never let go of her hand, whispering her name again and again. Along the ride, the cowboy watched her chest, counting breaths like precious coins. Memories surfaced of battles where life faded faster despite stronger men. This woman, though, held on with quiet determination that demanded respect. By the time they reached town, even the skeptics were eerily silent. Everyone sensed they were witnessing something rare and deeply human. The doctor rushed out, surprised to see urgency instead of a funeral procession. He examined her quickly, his expression shifting from doubt to focused intensity. "She's alive," he confirmed, voice firm, cutting through the gathered crowd. A ripple of gasps spread like wildfire through the townspeople nearby. Some removed their hats, others wiped tears they hadn't expected shedding today. The boy clutched the cowboy's coat, repeating, "I told them, I told them." The cowboy rested a steady hand on the child's shoulder, saying nothing. Inside, though, he felt shaken, humbled by how close hope came to dying. That single decision to listen changed everything for them all. Days passed, and word of the incident spread faster than any stagecoach. People spoke of the boy's courage and the cowboy's willingness to stop. The woman slowly regained strength, her survival baffling even the doctor himself. She'd collapsed from exhaustion and illness, not death as everyone assumed. In the Wild West, assumptions buried people faster than bullets sometimes. The cowboy visited quietly, never seeking praise or recognition from anyone. The boy greeted him like a hero every single time he entered the room. But the cowboy always corrected him, saying heroes are those who refuse silence. Those words lingered long after he rode out of town again. You see, this story isn't really about bravery with guns or fast hands. It's about listening when the world tells you it's already too late. It's about a child refusing to let adults rush past fragile truth. And it's about one cowboy choosing compassion over routine and doubt. Out on those endless plains, survival depended on moments like that. Moments where someone stops, questions, and truly looks before acting. Many lives were lost because no one bothered slowing down enough. This time, slowing down saved a life everyone else had given up on. And that's a lesson worth remembering, even today. When the cowboy finally left town, the boy stood watching from the porch. The woman, still weak, raised a hand in gratitude she couldn't yet voice. No grand goodbyes were spoken, just a shared understanding between them. The road stretched forward, dusty, uncertain, much like life always does. The cowboy tipped his hat, carrying the weight of that choice with him. He knew he'd never forget the sound of that desperate small voice. It reminded him that wisdom doesn't always come from age or experience. Sometimes it comes from refusing to accept an ending too quickly. And sometimes, listening is the bravest thing you'll ever do. So if this story made you pause, even for a moment, let me know. Stories like these remind us why the Wild West still matters today. If you felt that tension, that hope, that quiet miracle unfolding slowly, go ahead and hit that like button so more people can find it. Subscribe to the channel if you love powerful stories with heart and meaning. And most importantly, share your thoughts or similar stories in the comments below. I read them all, and they help keep this community alive and growing. Until next time, keep listening, keep questioning, and never bury hope too soon.